Hello there, my Antarctic pirates. How you doing today? We've got the lobby mastery mode on hard. You guys probably knew that from the title already, but that's okay. It's fun to repeat it sometimes. So for today's video, we're going to be using the specialty building of the bloon chipper. But I don't think a bloon chipper is a good way to start off our game. No matter how good they are, they're just not going to be stopping all these regular balloons. Bloon chippers aren't really meant for regular balloons in the first place. They're meant for bigger, badder classer balloons. So, they do have another purpose, though. This is actually the most fun part about them. Not only do you get the speed boost and the range boost and everything, you also have them be able to suck up bananas. They slurp up bananas now, which is actually really, really cool. And also, on top of that, it slurps up the crates from the 2-4 snipers, which really adds a bunch of fun to the game, because then you can just spam billions of snipers all over the place, and you insta pick up all those things instead of having to run around with your mouse and everything, and it just works out bad when that happens. And the only reason I know this is because I've been doing some late game videos, and I've been using the bloon chipper specialty building. I feel like the bloon chipper specialty building is one of the best towers to use to go into the late game, when you have billions of them, and they slurp up bananas and everything. It's just awesome. So on hard mode, yes, we have 85 delicious rounds of the lobby. So we're probably not going to use a bloon chipper until we actually need it. Or we can just slurp up some bananas. Depends on how lazy I am. That's the real thing. Am I lazy? Do I want to slurp up these bananas? Or what do I want to end up doing? So as you can plainly see, frickin' engineer. Oh my god, dude. The lobby is one of the easiest maps in the entire game. You guys probably know this by now. The engineer is a boss tower in the first place, but on this level, it's even more boss. You got like, what, 5 times where it freaking attacks these balloons? It's awesome. And also, whenever you have any of these towers that have infinite range, it really adds a lot of bonus in here. So the helicopters, the specters, and all those awesome guys. Tons upon tons of destruction. Even these lead balloons. Check this out, man. Usually the lead balloons are a pretty big problem for us, right? Nope. Nope, we didn't even get them through on the first attack. We waited until they went all the way around. We still got them. We still got them. Oh, but that's okay. We need to push on here and get at least all these banana farms set up for us. So I'm going to go for 5 banana farms today. I know. A little bit greedier than we normally like to go for. I've been doing 4 banana farms most of the time, but what you gonna do? So here we go. We got our first bloon chipper. What does he do? He also stuns the balloons. I know, that's kind of cool, right? So not only does he slurp up bananas, but he also stuns the balloons. Now, it's not a very good stun. I gotta mention that. It's not like a 4th year cannon stun or the mortar stun either when you have the mortar specialty building. It's not that good, but it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Bloon chippers are meant to slow balloon down. That's like the main point of bloon chippery, because it does good damage to those ceramics and Moabs, but it also slows those balloons down. I also don't think it stuns the Moabs. So it's not a terrible thing. You don't really expect him to stun the Moabs, but hey, it's just nice to at least mention that as well. So here we go, we've got our wizard, we've got our bloon chipper, and we've got our engineer, and everything is just flowing fantastic, even against these ceramics. Check that out, man. We popped all those ceramics with just one bloon chipper. Normally you have to go for glue gunners or something like that, but bloon chippers are kind of taking over as our ceramic popping power, which is kind of nice. On top of that, we also have lead popping power if we want to, if we get them up to a certain upgrade. And then when the Moabs come out, guess what, man? We got a really nice popping power tower right here. But you gotta be careful, because the bloon chipper, the 4-2 bloon chipper, even though he is nice, he is fairly expensive, and he's not full-on infinite popping power. And then he doesn't do anything against the balloons, pretty much. Like, when you have that many balloons coming out, like around 40 even, you got pretty much nothing. So you have to do something else against those guys. Yeah, so we're going to have to get some balloon popping power. Maybe with some submarines, or maybe just kind of combining in here and just going straight for like a super monkey or something like that. Any of these things are possible. So anyways, I freaked out a little bit on around 39. I was like, oh my god, too many balloons! So I freaked out, and I started spamming a bunch of road spikes, because the balloons come through on the same side, or they leave, like, I don't know. You guys know what I'm saying. It's just hard to road spike these balloons on this map. It's just really hard. So we got our bloon chipper. Oh no! Look at that. We lost some lives, dude. What was up with that? It was actually really stupid. The camo balloons leaked through. The one camo ceramic looked like it leaked through, and I just didn't have a lot of camo popping power. I only had that mortar, and I can't believe that it went through around 1, 2, 3, 4 times without getting decamoized. So kind of crazy right there. But that's not the point of the hard mode. It's not to get no lives lost. No. That's not the point, man. We just try to beat these things. Impoppable, on the other hand, oh, I know, it's nice to say, oh, we don't care about it. No, we have to. We have to get those no lives lost on those maps. So here we go, with our multiple bloon chippers now. Whoa! Now we're starting to get to the point where they can stun pretty decent amount of balloons. You know, if you got them on strong, you're kind of just keeping those strong balloons in the same spot, except when you get a lot of these guys coming out. So I freaked out a little bit, and I was like, no, I don't think I can pop these guys. The balloon chippers actually made the regrows even worse than they normally are. So I just decided to say screw it, and I went for a freaking big one. Alright, so the big one, I felt he was actually a surprisingly awesome tower to use. Want to know why? Even though the explosion looks super tiny. See the little tiny circle in the middle? That's where the explosion looks like it hits, right? You don't see anything beyond there. But actually, he affects every single balloon in the giant circle. Not the giant circle, the medium circle. I guess there's 3 circles here. There's the one in the middle with like the cardinal direction looking thing. Then you get the middle circle, and then you get the biggest one. It pops all the balloons inside the range of that middle one, including the balloons on it. So it's like, whoa, man, that's awesome, right? Abso-freaking-fruitly. Doodly-toodly. Yeah, so I'm really excited. Really excited about my big one. Now I decided to even move him up to the front up here, because it really doesn't matter if I have him in the middle there, because we're popping the balloons pretty much as soon as they come out. So let's do it, and if I need to micro around just a little bit, we can do that. So hopefully you guys aren't minding the speed over here. I know we've gone a little bit crazy, but I feel like, honestly, once you get past round 65, as long as you have any sort of farms, like any little bit of farms in here, you're going to be totally set all the way through. It's not a big deal. Who cares, man? A little bunny rabbit popping out of the hat, and then you're just like, nope, crunch, and then you crush the hat, the bunny's gone. Right? Well, you know, you would think that you actually, like, made the bunny disappear, but really you just smushed him so hard, he turned into a little pile of guts, and then it just made your hat all dirty, and then you had to get new hats every single time you do that trick. So it's much better, obviously, to do the trick right, and then get your bunny guts all over your hats and have to buy new hats all the time. That's just the way I think about it. So if you guys are smart and you want to do the trick right, that's what you got to do. So here we go. Are we going to get to any point where the game's actually going to get a little bit tough? I don't think so. I think with the balloon chippers here, we've got more than enough big balloon popping power, but you know, with those Moabs and everything, they can get a little bit pesky for us. So honestly, a good combo is usually get a couple balloon chippers up at the front, and then get some regular Moab maulers, because they can usually get rid of all the Moabs that are piled up on top of each other. But you notice that I haven't done any of that stuff yet, because I'm like, I still feel pretty good about my defense, and we're going to go for a crazy amount of wizards with the Phoenix ability. Oh my goodness gracious, it just is going to play and look amazing. But that's okay. We're going to clean up these guys with the abilities, and it just looks awesome as well. That's all I have for you guys today, so if you enjoyed, please press the like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. And hopefully you guys can have a super duper delicious day.